Hello everyone, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle, and today we're probably going to do a half stream because I've already trained like 5 hours today. I met up with one of my good friends and we just trained a bunch of Argard chess. I'm back home in Canterbury. We'll be heading back up to London tomorrow for the London Chess Classic, so I am utterly exhausted, not to mention that I've had work today as well. So yeah. I'm pretty tired. Welcome, is that Average Hater? I realized that recently all the YouTube handles have updated. So Hater72 Richard, welcome. And we've got the other hater to join, Mr. Arav Ajakuma. Welcome, Arav. Let's get into some training, shall we? Hope you guys are both doing well. Let's do some Woodpecker. So we're on the intermediate exercises, third section. Well, many more of these to go before we can finally be done and say that we've at least completed every exercise of the Woodpecker method. But yeah, big tournament starts tomorrow. Okay, Arav, you're not currently a hater, so I appreciate that a lot. Are you playing in the London Chess Classic, by the way? Let's solve some exercises. So yeah, given how much training I've done, it's either going to be catastrophic or it's going to be really quick. So okay, let's give this our best. We've got queen rook bishop bishop knight knight against queen rook bishop bishop knight. Go 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. So we're pawn down but have an extra knight. Okay. Okay, Average Hater has confirmed their presence with a donation. Appreciate it. Don't lose tomorrow. I will try my best. I'm in the round robin of death. I am the second highest rated player within the under 2100 section. So I am in this super hard round robin with a bunch of underrated juniors, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. You have school, I see. I don't do any French, unfortunately. If you want to practice your German, Arav, I can try respond and read. Okay. Let's think. So, appreciate the donation, by the way, Average Hater, as always. Fund this journey to chess mastery. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I mean, I've got like 5 round robin games over the next 5 days, and yeah, no, really pumped for it. It's gonna be good. These are really strong players, so it's gonna be very interesting. Okay, so what's going on? What loose pieces are there? What's going on? So basically their king is quite exposed. Maybe on the back rank as well, potentially. There is a potential mate on g8. Loose piece over here. Lack of development, but we are a piece for a pawn up. Okay, fine. So checks, captures, threats. Any x-rays first? There's an x-ray over here. Okay, and there's some piece tension on this knight, 2 pieces attacking it. And a bit of tension here. Okay, let's start there. So what checks do we have? We've got bishop c5, we've got queen c5. What captures do we have? We've got this capture, we've got this capture, we've got this capture. We've got the knight captures. And what threats do we have? I mean, a threat is probably not going to be enough given there's checkmate in 1, right? Unless my threat can somehow defend this as well. Like maybe like knight f6, right? Because it attacks the bishop and defends g8. Okay, let's start with the checks. So if we go bishop c5 check, the king can go h1 or f1. Also bishop e3, but this looks bad. Also queen f2, that looks bad. So king h1, let's say. Yeah, don't quite see it. Queen c5, what if they also go king h1? Yeah, it looks like this knight f6 idea might become quite important if we can't deal with this threat. This knight e7 also defends g8. Problem with knight e7 is that bishop can take. Problem with knight f6 is that pawn can take. So what is up with these moves? Knight f6 has to be more useful then, because we hit the bishop that's contributing to this checkmate. Wait, but knight f6 this queen takes f8, so it doesn't seem good. Does not seem good. Which is why then probably queen c5 check defending the bishop and then knight f6 makes most sense. I don't think we've got time for anything else, like the captures are just too slow. So I think queen c5 followed by knight f6 is practically forced. I guess we play it. I don't see any other move. Okay, so he took with the bishop, but here I'm actually defending well, so now I can just chop on e6. That has to be correct. Okay, so it's basically a defensive puzzle. Can we survive? And the answer is yes. Nice. Okay, Arav, enough of the French, please. Maybe if Frizz was here, I'd allow it, but without Frizz, please practice your French somewhere else. Okay, let's move to the next one. Fischer against Bilek, white to play. Maybe I okay, what else is there to note? So this is loose. This is loose. King is on the line of the queen, so there's some x-ray. King is very safe in comparison. Maybe this pawn is loose. These pawns, okay, this pawn is loose. This is loose. Fine, so what checks do we have? We've got check, check. We've also got check. We've also got promote to knight with check. What captures do we have? We can also capture here. What threats do we have? So we can promote to something if that threatens anything. This potentially threatens a promotion. This threatens a promotion. This at least would defend our asset. Could be useful. So okay, let's start with our checks. If we take, they take. And then we got nothing. If we give check, probably they should block. If they move the king, we can even just take the rook, right? So they need to block. And we can potentially go back, and it feels like it would be wise for them to block, to come back. So at least we've got a draw there. Because if they move the king, then we just give check and promote. So queen check, they have to go here. Do we have anything better than a perpetual in this line? Not that I can see. Okay, so what other checks do we have? We've got queen b7 check. Is this any different if they block this way? Don't really see it. Okay, so we've got a draw at least with this check. What about our captures? This was garbage. That was it. And then our threats. Oh, we also had promote to knight. So promote to knight, let's assume they take it. We give a check, they come here. Not too sure. Okay, so threats. What threats do we have? We've also got some x-ray here, so maybe a move like f4. Oh, f4 could just be it. Hello. Because f4, then they can't take the pawn, because then I pin, and if I go f4 and they take, then I can take. So actually, this is why you just look at all the x-rays at the start. I didn't even see this. This is just so annoying. But yeah, I feel like f4 must be it then. Then again, f4, what if they just move their king out the way? Maybe I can still attack the rook. And if the rook moves, then I can go queen here. And that looks very promising. Yeah, with promotion next. So yeah, f4 wins. f4 wins. Okay, f5, I didn't spot this move. Which is kind of bad from me. To be fair, I could give a check and then take, and if takes, then promote maybe. But that just wins a pawn. I don't know if it's enough. Yeah, I should have tried harder to find f5. It's not good. I can take on e5 as well. Take on e5. I mean, that looks very promising, right? Like, taking on e5, if they take my pawn, then I give a check, then I win another pawn with check. Let's say they go back somewhere. Well, they don't want to go there because I've got queen f6. So probably king g8 then. I mean, I can go f4 or something. Like, it feels very strong. I think taking is really the best. Yeah. And then I wanted to give a check, pick up another pawn. Yeah. King e8, f4. That's where I stopped. And white was able to win. Nice. Let's go. Okay, Adrian got f4. Very nice. Glad I got there as well. I understand, Arav, you have your French exam tomorrow, but it's not even a real GCSE, it's just a mock, so I'm going to say no. If it was your actual GCSE, I might be a bit more generous. F4 winning, good job, Izura. Also welcome, Adrian, welcome, Gloin. How are you guys doing? Izura, I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome. Welcome, Jan, how's it going? Du hast du schon gesagt? Have you already said? Gesagt, I don't know what gesagt is. Deshalb, ich sollte sprechen nur Deutsch und French. That's not German for French. Auf dem Internet. I only speak German and French on the internet. Deshalb. Deshalb is therefore, right? I don't know. I don't remember. What is a mock? A mock is like not a real exam. It's like an exam that is not the real one. I don't know, guys. I'm too tired. Stop confusing me. Okay, let's keep going. Fischer against Grigorich, white to play. No, I mean mocks are important because they use these predicted grades to decide if you get into sick form and stuff. But like, I don't know. It's like way less important than the actual thing. The Schaub is therefore. Let's go. Shout out to Herr Johnson. Goated German teacher from my school. Everyone loved him. Really was one of the best teachers. That's why I still remember anything. It's crazy. And the thing is, the way he taught the class, he literally didn't follow the curriculum at all. But he was basically like, bro, trust me, you guys will get so sick at German that the exams are going to be a breeze. Just trust me, like, just allow it. And the school were like really like a bit like, do we trust this guy? And actually some of the parents were like really concerned and were like, oh, we want to like take our kids out of German because this teacher's too whack. But I think in the end he managed to convince people and convince the parents. I mean, yeah, basically everyone smashed it. Like even like kids who were like, you know, not getting any top marks in any of their subjects. Like they just smashed German. It was just a phenomenal teacher. Basically just taught German in his own way and then everyone smashed it. It's crazy. Yeah, top lad. I might have done German for A-level if he stayed on. I just liked learning from him so much, but then he left my school. So, big sad. Okay, Fischer, let's go. So we've got queen, rook, rook, knight, knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Queen, rook, rook, knight, bishop. Okay, so we've got a knight, they've got a bishop. Instinct is like, can we just go like knight a6, pawn a6, rook c6, and then just somehow kill the guy? But let's spend a little bit more time. No loose pieces, actually. Any tension? There's a bit of tension on this pawn. Our king is a bit exposed on this diagonal. This king also feels a bit weak. This somehow feels a bit suspect, like maybe some sacrifice is working. So, okay, what checks do we have? We got queen check. What captures do we have? We've got these captures. What threats do we have? Maybe we can just push a pawn or something. Maybe that changes something. Okay, so let's begin with our captures because let's look at our checks, god damn it. Okay, but it doesn't lead anywhere. So let's look at knight a6. If knight a6, we are threatening to remove the knight with a discovered check. This looks very strong. And they have no counter checks that do anything because there's a knight. So they pretty much have to take. And then we take on c6. It looks really good. I mean, you get 3 pawns, the king is super weak. I mean, you can take with rook, you can maybe take with queen. Has to be played. Okay, I mean, in a real game, it doesn't have to be played, right? In a real game, you might play something like b4, so let's just calculate it properly. So if pawn takes, rook takes. They don't really want to go queen here, because that kind of boxes in the king. King would have to go back. It's mate. Yeah, it feels very, very checkmatey. Where else does the queen go? Don't really see it. I think this just has to be it. Yeah, if you're not even protecting the c6 square, then this is even mate. Check on c6 and check on a8. So yeah, this is just correct. Wow, bishop takes h3. The hell is this? I mean, I literally said like I can remove my knight with a discovered check, and that has to be good. Maybe that was a bit too presumptive of me. If I take back, I assume this is the issue. But how big of an issue is it as well? It's not like I'm lost, I don't think. Nah, I gotta do a discovery here, but which discovery? Yeah, I have to say, this move has thrown me off. I'll give him that. What about a move like rook takes c6 anyway? Just ignore it. Because if queen takes, then we can give this check. But if they take with pawn, we can give this knight check. And then we can lead to mate, right? So rook c6 hits the queen. They can take like this though. Maybe then I can give knight check. But then they go king back. Actually not clear. If I give his knight check, do I win? I don't think I do. I mean, maybe I do. Maybe I can give a knight check. If they go back, then I put my queen here, threatening mate. If they block b6, I then give a check. They move, I take. But the problem is my knight hangs at the end as well. Very odd. I'm like looking for ways to trade queens or remove the queen so that I can just take a bishop. It's like, what is bishop takes h3? It's like annoyingly strong. Rook takes c6 is what I want, but what if they just ignore everything? But then I can go knight takes c7, discovered check, and on king b8, then I can give mate. So I think rook c6 is correct then, yeah. Oh, the simple e5. Did anyone say e5? I'm so annoyed. But why does rook c6 not work? I mean, I really thought like there's no other moves to consider. Oh my god, I didn't see that the queen is... Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, this is why. There are different levels of players' pattern recognition, right? Because I've played this game for like 15 years, at least. And it's like, that still isn't intuitive to me. Like, how many games do I have to play before that's intuitive? It's crazy. It's crazy. Actually, fuck my life. I can't believe I could play Rook takes c6 in a game and miss this. Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, you'd hope I wouldn't miss it in an actual game. I mean, I've been really good at avoiding blunders recently. Like, I've just not been careless and had any oversights at all. In like a really long time, like 15, 20 games or something. So, I shouldn't suddenly have doubts about my play. I've been playing very well. But yeah, that's ridiculous. And it's weird. I kind of wanted to have a way of being able to take the bishop, but I didn't consider e5 now, because I guess the point is after e5 there's still no time to take this knight, so we don't need to remove the knight. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Let's have a look at what chat is saying. Dance GCSE is crazy. I didn't even know they do dance. Did I spell dance correctly? That's insane. I feel like you had a similar knight sack to this in a game you showed on the channel. I don't even remember, Josh, but I'm sure I did. If queen takes, they hit your queen. Good spot. Yeah, completely missed it. Yeah, I did think about taking the bishop and going king h1 and knight h2, but I just thought it's just unnecessary to even allow. Yeah, so it's playable, but it's not a good idea to allow it. Yeah, I guess after rook c6 now there's queen f1. Oh no, there's no queen f1. There's a knight. I don't know. Rook c6 and there's queen d3 to defend. That's a pretty insane move. I guess when you give your opponent a bit more freedom of option, you increase the chance of defensive resources, so probably best not to allow that queen to get so active. If I wanted to play rook takes c6, I should consider knight b4 first. Yeah, that way the queen can't even take back. That's a fair point. But then the point is that I want to play rook takes c6 first, because if pawn takes, then I can go knight c5. Whereas if I go knight b4, king b8, rook takes c6, then they can take with the pawn, and my knight is on b4, not on c5. So I think that's the justification of rook c6 first. But of course, what is this move? I mean, what are these moves? I just take this. Like, literally these squares are covered. I just take it. Okay. So I've just won a piece and I still need to play? Like, why can't I just take this as well? I'm good. I'm going to take it. Okay, apparently not. I guess we move the knight somewhere first. Just to flex. Let's go knight c5 then. And then let's take... Okay, fine. e4. Oh, to be fair, the knight on c5 covers e4. I didn't pick up on that. It's probably quite clever then. Black has had enough and resigned. Fair. Yeah, and if knight a6, ba6, rook c6 was winning. Yeah. Yeah, I think I calculated this one. Very nice. Okay, oh, what did I click? Okay, so I think we're on the next one. Let me just make sure. Okay, cool. Yo, org Aryan. I feel like Aryan. Are you? Why do I think you're Andy from Malaysia? I don't know why. maybe you just have a similar username as Andy. If you're not Andy, then my bad. But welcome, Aryan. I do recognize your username somewhat. So yeah, we're just training Woodpecker, and I've got a tournament tomorrow. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. White to play, 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 rooks, knight, bishop. Okay, so they got bishop for knight. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what's going on? Their king is somewhat like uncomfortable. There are all these checks in the air. Although it's not so easy to bring these pieces in. Our king actually looks pretty safe. I mean, these pieces are so passive. It's worth noting that these pieces are all loose, actually. This rook is loose as well. So, okay, what checks do we have? We've got checks like this. Are there any pressures anywhere? There's 2 pieces attacking here. Rook attacking here, defending. Fine, so what checks do we have? We've got knight f6, knight d6, knight d6. What captures do we have? Got captures on these squares. What threats do we have? I have no idea. So let's just begin with maybe rook d3 is somehow a threat, covering d7. But let's look at knight f6 first. I mean, it's so forcing, right? It allows king e7. And is there a sensible follow up? Is there a sensible follow up? I only see this one check. I mean, unless it's like we're that keen to just like win a pawn. Maybe that's one way to do it. Really don't see anything else, to be honest. What about these checks? Do they do anything? What if just knight takes? And if we just take? Then they just take. They take, and I don't like the fact that their rooks get doubled. Really don't like that. I really don't get this one. Knight f6, knight e7, knight g8 is the only thing I can see to try win a pawn. And to be fair, winning a pawn is probably quite good. I mean, they're completely restricted. I think I'm happy with it. Okay, alternative apparently. I have no idea. I mean, if not for that, I mean, what else do we play? Unless we want to play some, unless we want to play like some knight d6 or something. And then like if knight takes, then we go knight check, and then somehow this achieves something, but don't see what. I don't see it actually. I really don't see it. Like if it's not knight f6 with this plan, I don't see anything else useful. Like this guy's loose. Like how on earth do we exploit that? I mean, maybe a move like knight takes a5, right? Pawn takes and then try and come in with knight f6 like this. But it feels very slow. Or is it? Knight takes a5 with pawn takes, maybe now knight f6, king here, and then we go rook check. Oh, that's kind of crazy. How the hell is that possible? So what, knight f... So, okay, we can start knight here. If they just go back king c7, then we just go back, and then this is weak. And we just pick up another pawn. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. So, I was just content of just coming back, like, done my job, just be content. Surely going back is good enough. Like why do we need to find something more? Oh, I'm just going back. Yeah. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's compare this to my idea of capturing the h6 pawn. So knight f6, king e7, knight g8, king e8. Okay, it's still plus 2.6. It's not bad. It's not bad. But this is very flashy, knight a5. Fair play. It's quite nice. Knight c4. And the thing is, we can still go ahead with knight f6. I wonder if it's like even a strong plan. No, it prefers a5. Yeah, a5 with the same ideas to try and a5 is super nice. Didn't consider a5. Yeah, knight g8 still good. Still good to take on h6. Yeah, Jesus. Let's see how many people found knight a5. Is that knight g8 at some point? Take on h6. Okay, so everyone was kind of coming to the same intuition as me. Knight f6, king e7, knight a5 from Bob is crazy. And good stuff, Azura as well. Yeah, both of you got there. Yeah, knight a5 is a nice move. I was losing brain cells reading this. This follow up from Arif. But okay, fine, let's move on. How much more do we have to... Oh, I've got 1 minute to go because I said we're doing a half a stream because I've already trained chess today. I am done. I am done for the day. So let's finish with one final one. But no, I mean basically my chess is in really good shape. Like expecting well, I'm not expecting anything. I mean you shouldn't. Like I basically got 5 league matches in a row against decent players and we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, it's kind of nice to be playing a tournament. It's been a while, I guess. God, I mean France felt so recent, but in a way it was like a whole month. No idea. So instinct in this position would just be go g4, g5 and just try and trap this bishop. That would be the instinct. But let's actually count the material. So what? We've got queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 1 knight. Queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 1 knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'd be worried about black trying to break with d5. So maybe g4 is a bit slow. Got all this pressure on black's king side. This guy is an X-ray. Knight maybe can hop in one day. King is still in the center. Black has this break in the center. Okay, so what? Anything else? Anything else to note? This guy's pretty stuck. This guy's loose. Loose. Okay, fine. So what checks do we have? We have 1 check. 2 checks. What captures do we have? We've got bishop h6, queen h6, bishop f7. What threats do we have? We got g4, threatens g5. We got bishop g5 as well. That kind of looks pretty nice. A little bit faster than g4. Bishop h6, I mean, looks really strong as well to hit the bishop. So okay, we've got some promising moves. Queen g6 maybe. Just utilizing this, but I don't really know what this does. There's no knight on g5 to give us some mate or something. So okay, let's start with our checks. Bishop f7, nothing. Queen f7, nothing. Okay, so what about captures? Bishop h6. If bishop h6, we win a pawn if they don't take it. Maybe bishop h6, they can throw in d5 first, but in any case, bishop h6, pawn h6. Let's look at this first. Queen takes h6, hitting the bishop. I mean, in that position, there is potential for even knight takes f5 or something. And if pawn takes f5, then bishop g7, and it's just fine. I feel like it's not bad. So let me look at my threats. g4. I really want to go g5. g4. If they go knight c6, I go g5. If they go bishop e7, I rip it all open. It's over. So g4. They can't push g6 because the h6 pawn hangs. I'm pretty sure that looks good for me, but maybe not. g4, g6, queen h6, bishop g7. Maybe I get flushed out. Tough to say. g4, g6, queen h6, bishop g7, queen g5. It looks good for white, to be honest. So g4. g4, if I go d5, what happens there? What if I just push g5? And then they take my bishop on c4. I take their bishop on f6. Then again, they can move knight c6 or something. It's not completely clear. I'm even looking at this. g4, d5, g5, bishop takes c4, bishop, pawn takes f6, knight c6, and then play bishop g5. How crazy is that? Bishop g5 looks very strong. I don't know. I feel like g4 should be in time. What about bishop g5 immediately? Bishop g5. If they just go knight c6 or something, I don't really have enough. I feel like g4 has to be right. g4, d5, g5 has to be a win. Has to be a win. g4, d5, g5. What if they take on e4? I take on f6, they take on d3, hitting my rook. I even play rook g1 or something. Like it's winning. It's winning. It's so winning. It's so winning, and they're gonna make me find an alternative. It's so annoying. Oh man, it's so winning. I mean, maybe it could be like bishop takes h6, pawn takes h6, then g4, but it feels so unnecessary to sack the piece. Yeah, and it's not even the same because if I go g4, they can go bishop g7 or something, so it's not that either. Bishop g5, is it really this? But bishop g5, they just go knight c6. I don't see what I'm doing. G4's the move. G4's the move. No, I'm convinced g4's good enough. g4's absolutely good enough, but I guess the point is there is something as strong. Maybe rook h3, rook g3, that's something I haven't considered. Maybe this is also good. I don't know, move like rook h3, I feel like maybe they just go g6 again. I guess then it's the same ordeal, we just take on h6 and bring our queen back. Maybe rook h3 is very strong. Rook h3 if they push. I don't know. I don't know if rook g1 has enough to it. Bishop here or something. Don't really know. It looks good. It looks good. Let's try it. I don't know. Bishop g5 apparently. Looks winning and is winning. But g5 is what I said. And okay, it gives g6 here. Bishop g5, I'm so shocked. Alright, let's get to the bottom of this. It better play knight c6. What is d5? Takes. I mean, this feels so much more complicated because if bishop takes f6, they take on c4, I go queen g4, maybe they got knight f5 even? No, they don't, because I can always take back queen. So I guess this just wins then. If I take and they take, and I go queen g4, how on earth do they defend? g6 feels so bad. Pawn takes g6, it's just over. So if I take and they take back like this, then what am I doing? Probably just queen takes h6. If they take my bishop, then I just go rook here. Is that enough? Right, and then here was just queen g4. So okay, I need to get to the bottom of some of these moves because I'm not following. Okay, so bishop g5, at least it was a candidate move. I was just concerned with knight c6, I didn't really see what was the point. And Axel Smith, of course, doesn't even mention knight c6. And you just get counterplayed this way with g4. Yeah, maybe I should have thought a bit harder about this, but somehow it just didn't feel as strong. Like, what if the queen just goes back? I guess the problem is you can't really keep this closed. g5 is just coming. I guess that's true. And if d5, bishop f6, if they take on f6, queen h6, take on c4, rook h3, yeah, rook h3 was the move. Fine. And okay, my g4 move, if d5, okay, I was suggesting b5 as well for a second, b5. b5 and then d5, and okay, I don't know. This feels the most critical. g5, and then it looks like, yeah, if we get this kind of position, then it's really good for me, which is what I was understanding. And if they took this way, then it was still taking this way, and then I was playing like rook g1. So this was all fine, but apparently after g5, there's g6. Now I have to be very precise, fg6, and queen g4 only move. Okay, so actually this is not so clear. g6 is a very nice move. So, that's so interesting. So the point is that the problem with g5 is that it blocks in the queen, right? So now, if g6, I can't just take on h6 because it's bishop g7. And my queen gets trapped. Wow, I'm even sacking the queen with some compensation. That's crazy. But yeah, so that's the difference. Whereas with bishop g5, they never get a chance to play this g6 unless they play it now. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with g6 now? Well, queen g7 is just utterly ridiculous. And if fg6 takes... Oh, we can't take because there's a bishop. Jesus Christ. Okay, fine. So I can make sense of that. That does make sense. Alright, let's see what chat is saying. I'm struggling to follow a lot of chat's analysis, but it looks like bishop g5 was found by some. So good job to those finding bishop g5. Okay, see you, Josh. I think I'm going to be heading off in just a second as well. Well, best of luck to everyone playing in the London Chess Classic starting tomorrow. I think some of the events may have started already. Also, congratulations to Sindarov for winning the World Cup. Actually, I didn't tune in for the last couple of days, just got way too busy. Very glad to see Asapenko recover from the full rook blunder and qualify as well. And there's actually an amazing interview on YouTube interviewing Wei Yi. I think the channel is called Under Promoted. chess, under-promoted chess, and there's an interview with Wei Yi, and it's a really good interview. So if any of you are curious to hear more about Wei Yi's career and upbringing and how he got sent to a chess master's house to live there and train chess every day as a 7-year-old, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, no, very happy to see Wei Yi in the candidates. Yeah, and tournament starts tomorrow, so I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna make sure I am ready for tomorrow, and exciting times ahead. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I've had a very long day. I'm gonna call it a rest there. Okay, see you guys. Bye.